All right, let's see if the internet works better than it did on Friday. They seem like they're okay. We're gonna find out soon enough. Okay. Sign, tablet, coffee, me, light. It's funny, I haven't done this in, what, 3 days now, so I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's start it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Monday, August 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. I'm fighting off a cold. Actually, that's not true. I was sick, and I'm kind of done being sick. The fighting of the cold was last week, and now I'm just not. Just, ugh. It's this. You know, this not, it's that. I don't like it. I did a poor job on my coffee today. I'm disappointed in myself. Anyway, it's very much a Monday. It'll get better. Has to. Now, I got some questions that were intended for Friday's episode, and we're going to go over those. Got an email question, talk about my weekend, all that. So let's start with the recap. Good morning, Frank. So on Saturday, Team Whistlekick was in almost full effect at a tournament in Claremont, New Hampshire, and they did a great job. They killed it in and out of the ring. Very proud of all of those. How young? Everybody that was there was young. All of those wonderful, wonderful martial artists. Proud to have them on the team. Very honored to have them wear our logo. And I stepped into a ring. I was asked to referee, so helped out for much of the day, most of the day, and then went out with the team for dinner. So had a great time there. Yesterday, went to the gym, did a bunch of chores, hung out with a friend. Friday, after the internet debacle that occurred here, and for anybody that did not try to watch on Friday, I tried several times to get a show going, and it just the internet wasn't working. What I found out later as I left the house on Friday was that Comcast was working on the lines, so I suspect it was either they were fixing a problem that was fixing whatever problem I had, or they were causing a problem I had, and when they were done, both went away. So either way, things seem to be good to go. So knock on wood. Today's Monday, so we have a podcast episode. Today on Martial Arts Radio, we have Guru Joseph Maranya, a Filipino martial artist who I really liked his story. So I'm going to urge you to check that out either here on YouTube or in your podcast app or at whistlekickmartialartsradio.com, which of course is where you can go to find all of the show notes and everything else. New product? New product. No new product. There's no new product yet. Did a new shirt last week. Might have been the week before. Look for that. What else? Is there more going on? I think that's it. I think that's it to recap. So let me dig into some of these questions. Oh, there's a nice breeze coming through. Feels good. What similarities do you see between martial arts and the fine arts? This was the one that I wanted, right? 15, 16, 17. Yeah. So fine arts, painting, writing, sculpture. I think the biggest similarity I see between the two is the self-expression. Expressing oneself through a more traditional creative pursuit, such as something in the fine arts, is something that's well accepted and even respected. And I don't know why I just fidgeted with that. I apologize. Martial arts, I think, has a tremendous amount of opportunity for creativity, though not every school and every individual fully explores that. Creativity and the ability to manifest something into existence that is your own, I think, is pretty amazing. It's something that I think everyone should prioritize in their lives. it can give you a lot of pride. Something you can point to say, hey, I made that. So in martial arts, of course, that could be a form. Could be teaching. There are a lot of ways that you can take that creativity and share that with others. Kind of on the negative side, society tends to not value them. Society as a whole doesn't seem to value creative pursuits. Even the most successful musicians probably have more people who dislike their music that actually like it, which is a shame. What are there similarities between fine arts and martial arts? They can be meditative. They can help you in difficult times. They can give you something to focus on. They can make you better. They can be used therapeutically. I think, so I don't know if dance is going to fall into most people's definition of fine arts, but I think it's at least close. And I think if we're going to create some broader fine arts terminology definition, I think we could lump martial arts in there if we're going to throw dance in there. I think at least from this perspective, dance and martial arts aren't that different. Are there any practical steps to take to improve one's inner strength or chi? Yes. Meditation, what many people call soft style, using air quotes, martial arts like Tai Chi or Qigong. Working on yourself. How do I want to articulate this? Traditional therapy, I think, can also be helpful in the way that the more roadblocks you can get out in your life, the freer you can feel in your own body, the more you're going to be able to cultivate chi with yourself. The stronger, the better you're going to feel in general. Practicing your ki eyes or ki ups or whatever those yells may be called in your system, in your style, is a great way to get in touch with that. Breaking can help with that. Actually, with both yells and chi in general. Hanging around people who have a powerful presence, not hanging around people who don't. Avoiding drugs, alcohol, crummy food, being, sleeping poorly. It's not quite a sense. I'm not going to call it a sense. But if you think of the things that will blunt your senses, I think most of them are going to blunt your ability to connect with your chi. Because everyone has chi. Everyone has life force, whatever you're going to call it. And when we talk about developing it, we're really talking about connecting to it more so than creating it. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the accepted answer would be from experts. Can you increase it? I don't know. I know you can increase your connection to it. I know you can increase your usefulness of it. Just like I can make my hand more powerful as I understand how to use it better. But it doesn't mean my hand grows or I add extra hands. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. If you know the answer to that, let me know. My neck's stiff. What is my favorite part of training? That's a good question. And it's a good question. It's a great question. And what makes it a great question is the fact that the answer changes. And I think that that is my favorite part of training, is that the answer can change. That there are so many different aspects to training. There's the physical aspect, there's the social aspect. This past weekend I watched martial artists of various ages and skills get better. I don't think there's anything that is a better path towards personal progress, personal development than martial arts. It's pretty exceptional. I was in a gymnasium with hundreds of people, and every one of those martial artists got better for being there that day. I mean, that's incredible. People get stronger. People learn better. One of the things I'm fond of saying is martial arts will give back exactly and only what you put in. And at the same time, somehow it gives back what you need. Not always what you want, but what you need. So take an example like Saturday, this competition. Not everyone won. Some people were very sad at their results, but they learned. I'm hearing people say of late, you win or you learn. I like that. I mean, you can learn both. You can learn whether or not you win. Stacy's writing, and people find out who they can be. Yeah. There's so much there to dig out, and that's why martial arts for so many of us is a lifelong pursuit. Because there's more about you than you're ever going to learn. Because you are going to keep changing. You're going to keep progressing as you train. My favorite part about training right now I've been spending a lot of time really thinking about self-defense and the idea of closest weapon, closest target. The idea that if I punch, for those of you listening in audio form, my fist is close to the camera. It is not necessarily the best option that my other hand be the thing that strikes next, or one of my legs. This hand is already close. I could pull back and hit again, or I could come forward with my elbow. So why do I use that as part of my answer? Spending a lot of time in the car, spending a lot of time doing shows, working on whistlekick. My time spent training physically is not where I would like it to be, but I can still work on my training in my mind. And when I get the opportunity to train physically, I get more out of it because I've been thinking about things. I think about what I want to train. What do I want to play with? What concepts do I want to work through when I train with certain people? And that's pretty cool. All right. There was an email question that came in too. Where is that? There it is. Is this going to show up here? It may not. I may need to go over. I think I'm going to have to print this out. Because I don't think I have this on here. No, I don't. Okay. So apologies to the person who wrote in a question. I'm going to print it out. I should have done that. I forgot that I don't have work email on this tablet. And frankly, I'm not going to set it up for that because other than this show, this is the only work-related thing that I use that tablet for. So I want to try and keep my work email off there. So I'll answer that question tomorrow. Yes, if you email me a question, I will answer it on the air. It doesn't happen often, so I don't have a good routine for it. But if you want to ask me a question, drop it below. I'll answer it tomorrow. Hope you do. Please do. Questions are great. Love questions. Make me happy. Gives me something to think about. Gives you something to think about. Gives fodder for the homework, which I'm going to give you in a moment. Remember, we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube, unless Comcast or YouTube or my phone or something is being stupid, in which case, then maybe there's not a show. But I really try to do one 5 days a week. Don't forget to don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you get the notification that we're doing the show. And now for your homework. I want you to think about your martial arts training. What is your favorite part of it? What's your favorite part now? What was your favorite part a year ago? What was your favorite part when you started? How has your relationship to martial arts changed? Are you loving the same things that you did a while ago? If not, why not? If you used to love forms and now don't like forms so much, why? If you didn't like forms but now you do, why? Why? Just think about that. I just want you to contemplate the why. As you come to understand things about yourself and your relationship to martial arts, you come to understand how martial arts fits into your life and your life into martial arts. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to see you back here tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern. Take care. Peace.